All right, so today was the Hamburg Reptile Show in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Today's February 27th, Saturday, February 27th. It was a pretty good show. I haven't been to a show probably in 5 years, and it was a pretty good show. It was packed. I mean, the line. Now, I haven't been to, like I said, I haven't been to one of these shows for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years, since I bought my tortoises. And, I mean, it was packed. It was raining, and it was packed. I left the house a little early. I got there about 8:45, just so I can find some parking without having to park down in the street, you know what I mean? And that was a good decision, but it didn't help me get a good place in line. It was a long line, probably the longest line I think I ever seen. I don't know if that's normal, maybe because it's income tax time, I don't know. The line pretty much went from the building. Usually at Hamburg, the line goes from the building up the driveway a little bit, and then curves around towards the cemetery. Well, today it was so big, the line went from the building straight up the driveway, straight down all the way to the other end of the parking lot, about a quarter mile down the road, and then it curved to the left. I mean, it was long. I felt bad for the people who turned that corner and was looking for a spot in line, and then they seen the line all the way down there. It was crazy. I pulled my phone out and took one picture, and I didn't get to take any more photos because it was too much of a pain in the ass. Number one, my pants I'm wearing right now, they were too damn tight. I had to keep pulling my phone out of my pocket. Secondly, I had way too much stuff in my hands to pull my phone in and out of the pocket. There were so many people bumping into me. It was almost impossible to try to even get good video. But most importantly, the reason why I went there in the first place, looking for ball pythons, I couldn't find anything I was looking for. I don't know, maybe the ones I'm looking for are a little too old. They're not the money makers anymore. They're kind of old school. But I really didn't see too many lessers or Mojaves that I was looking for as far as being het for clown, females. A lot of nice snakes, more high-end stuff, more in the $300-$400 range and up is what I was looking at. So I didn't find what I wanted, but I did find something else that I've been interested in for years. I got my hands on some tarantula slings. That's something I had slings in the past. I didn't have much knowledge on the tarantulas that I got, other than that they looked nice. So I ended up buying a lot of tarantulas that were very slow growers, and it just took so long I had some of them for a year and a half, and they were just a little tiny sling, it was just, I got bored. Now I love tarantulas, so I've been watching a lot of videos on them, and I kind of educated myself a little on some of the tarantulas that are more fast growers. Something to keep me interested, stuff that's going to reach full size within a year or two, stuff like that, Something I can watch grow and put some color on and look like a tarantula quicker, So I pretty much went ahead and, got me some slings. I feel like I got a nice little chunk of slings. I never went and bought this many slings before. I had my eye on a bunch, and I pretty much got everything I was looking for. I couldn't ask for a better price. I got some slings, and I'm gonna show them to you guys right now. Okay, so the first tarantula on my list that I want to talk about right here is the pea poacher. Now, I purchased this sling from Joe's Tarantulas. He's a really good guy. I've been dealing with Joe for years. I've bought tarantulas off of him, and I've sold tarantulas back to him. He's a pretty good guy. He knows me. Every time there's a show, he asks me if I'm going. I met him there today, and I was actually walking through the whole show, and I couldn't find him. And then I finally texted him, and I went over to see him, and he had what I was looking for, the pea poacher. The reason why I chose this, number one, it's a fast grower. Number two, it's arboreal. Now, it was a tough decision for me because I like the pink-toed tarantulas. I like all the pink-toed tarantulas. I've had some pink-toed tarantulas in the past. I like the idea of having something set up that's arboreal, a nice display case, something really nice. But I don't like the pink toes shooting out crap and all over the side of the enclosure. I just don't like that. It's ugly. And these guys here, they're a little more aggressive. They're Their venom, I read, is considered to be medically significant. Let's see if I can catch a glimpse of this guy here. He's probably hiding. Yeah, he went into that hole right there. So number one I got was the pea poacher. Number two was top on my list. Top on my list. These are what I was looking for, the C. elegans. I love the idea of dwarf tarantulas. They don't take up much space. From what I hear about, these guys aren't so aggressive. From what I've been watching, most of the videos I watch are from the Tarantula Collective. He gives very good descriptions on tarantulas, and he's the one who pretty much sold me on these two right here. These two and the pea poacher. I chose to get two. I got these from KF Invertebrates. You can see their card there. I'm not sure if they have a Facebook. Well, they do, but it doesn't really say what it is. But they have their Instagram, YouTube. I might check that out later. YouTube, nice. Got these from those guys. Like I said, I like the idea of having a dwarf tarantula, something that stays small. I chose to get two. He wanted 30 a piece, which I thought was a great price. He gave me a deal. I got two for 50. I definitely wanted to get two. I really want to hope to get my chances of getting increase my chances of getting a female. Another tarantula that's faster growing, and hopefully I'll be able to see pretty quick what gender it is, and take it from there. I'm trying to get some females here. This one here is just my display. I don't care about breeding. I just wanted something for display. This guy here, I want to try and get into breeding some of these tarantulas at some point, so up my chances. And I got one of these. I got two of these C. elegans. Let me move this stuff to the side here. Make some room, make some room. The next group of tarantulas I got here. These guys right here are pretty much curly-haired tarantulas. I got these guys from MJS Reptiles. I'm not really sure where they're located, but this is all the information for those guys. I wasn't looking for these curly hairs. I like them, but I wasn't looking for them. But they had these for $7 a piece. So I said, why not, since they're so cheap, why not up my chances of getting a nice female by buying 3 of these? They were only $7 a piece. So I snatched those up. I got 3 curly-haired tarantulas in there. Also, I got a T. vegans from them, which I got him because that was only $10. So not the fastest grower, but it was only $10, so I snatched it up. I'll move these guys back. I also want to mention, too, in this video that a lot of these tarantulas that I was looking for, I kind of got stuck looking for tarantulas because I got confused with the names. A lot of these tarantulas, their names changed. They changed, which is kind of confusing for me. But, oh well, I learned. Now, top of my list, on a tippy top, is a tarantula I've always loved. The Brachypelma albiceps, the Mexican golden red rump. Very slow grower. But I said, if I'm going to get a bunch of fast growers, I can easily occupy my time with the rest of these guys here while I kick back and let this guy grow. And take my time. And just keep this guy here, grow it out. And once these guys are old enough to start even think about breeding, this guy will be very well started and on his way. So hopefully looking like something other than a tiny sling. I mean, this guy is so small. Let me show you how small this guy is. It's the only one I can pull out to show you because the rest of these tarantulas are buried. It's going to run and jump out by the time I'm done with it. Okay, there she goes. I say she because, of course, I hope it's a she. If I can get it to focus. Okay, you can see by the size of my fingernail. It's not even as big as my fingernail. This little guy is going to take so long to grow. So, I'm willing to wait. Just because I have some other stuff here to occupy my time. keep me occupied, keep me going, keep me not being bored. Oh, and by the way, I got this tarantula, that B. albiceps. You can see 30 bucks, good price. This is one of the ones I'm talking about that when I was doing tarantulas years ago, they were expensive, you know. Now 30 bucks, you kidding me? I almost snatched them both, but I said, no, let me just relax. So I got this B. albiceps, came from Arachnid Empire, Jeremy Huff. And there's the information there. Good pricing. I mean, shows generally have good pricing anyway. It's not a surprise that I found some good prices here. But there are some other vendors that sell them very expensive. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. I didn't find any ball python stuff, but I definitely got my hands on some nice little tarantulas here. I'm particularly excited about these guys right here. And this one right here. Oh, I also got this too. This guy came with the two elegans, C. elegans. When I bought it, he said, hey, thanks for buying. Here, take one of these. So I said, okay. I'm not a fan of these either. I just don't like the way these things can pop off like that. I don't like using tape. But it was free. So I'm going to post a picture of the business cards so everybody can see where some of these guys came from. If you're interested, get a hold of some of these guys. They have good tarantulas at good prices. And if you made this far through the video, once again, like I always say, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.